What's good, Yon Dons? Welcome to episode 28 of the Listen, I hope that you were having a great day today. My day is going good so far. I just got out of work. I gotta go to the gym in probably like an hour, and then after that, eat a bunch, and then the day is done for me. So I might as well go ahead and shoot off a video before the gym. So what we're gonna talk about today is how to live a happier life. So in order to have a happier life, the first thing you want to do is create a healthy, happy routine. What a routine would consist of is something that you would do on a daily basis. So what creating a positive, healthy routine would look like would be, first things first, getting plenty of rest. What rest will do is make sure that you're energized and ready to prepare yourself for the rest of the day moving forward. So smiling more will make it to where you're able to feel yourself be happier in a sense. And even if you don't feel like smiling, you fake it until you make it, because eventually that will be contagious not only for those around you, but also for yourself. So smiling more will help a lot. My personal favorite is exercise, because that makes it to where any emotion that I felt, whether it's negative or positive throughout the day, I'm able to let go and release it all. Whether it's tension, whether it's something that is disturbing me, maybe it's something to where I'm overthinking a problem or a situation, I gotta go to the gym to where I can clear my head. So exercise always helps me out. Complimenting those around you is a great way to be able to make everybody feel good around you and also make yourself feel good. Like I always tell people, do to others what you want done to you. And another thing that I talked about in a previous video is treat others the way you want to be treated. And so with that, complimenting others will make it to where they kind of want to almost compliment you back. And you create that atmosphere of more positivity around you. Spend your time doing what you love. Don't sit around wasting the time that you have on this earth. Make sure that you're able to impact yourself and impact those around you by investing in the things that you actually care about. The more you care about something, the more you're going to be willing to invest in it. And the more you invest into it, the better it'll be, the better impact you'll have around it and to it, and then the better those around you can receive what you have going on. So always do something that you love, whether it's cleaning, whether it's sports, working out, talking to people, motivating people, being a personal coach. Do something to where you love to do it, because if you do that, you'll invest into it, take care of it, and appreciate it more, and you'll be able to be more positive towards what you're doing, and those around you will be able to be more receptive towards what you're doing, because they see that you're putting work and love behind everything that you do. Always celebrate the small things that you do, whether it's doing laundry, doing chores, doing the dishes, whether it's a good morning text and a good night text to those that you love, making sure that those around you are doing good, talking to people that you need to talk to. If you have a friend that's always under the weather, you're able to give them a smile on their face. Like, do something to where it may be small and minuscule. It may be just making your bed, and that's something enough to make you happy or feel accomplished. Because making accomplishments and feeling accomplished will make you more productive and more positive throughout the rest of the day. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is having an attitude of gratitude. And so what that means is being grateful for everything that you have around you. That may be family, that may be friends, that may be the job that you have and the roof that you have over your head. Being able to look around you and appreciate everything that you have. Look in the room that you're in right now and feel acceptance and feel love towards that, because whether it's yours or somebody else's or parents or friends, you're able to have a roof over your head, and you're able to have a phone or a tablet or a computer that you're watching this off of right now. And there are people that don't have what you have. So be able to be grateful for everything that you have. Also appreciate that every day is a new day. Whatever bad things happened before, whatever good things happened before, whatever things that you had to worry about yesterday, today is a fresh start. Today is a new day. It may be continuous from what happened yesterday, but you're able to reset and reassess what you have going on. And so what today will do will wipe the floor, wipe the slate clean, so that way you can, whether it's apologize for something stupid that you said yesterday, or you're able to start the day fresh at work, or you're able to have that conversation that you wanted to with that significant other, or you're able to build up that confidence to do the things that you wanted to do. Be grateful that today is a new start and today is a new moment for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Always have attention towards the good things that are happening in life. So that means staying focused on the good. That means being able to look at everything around you, knowing that there is a positive outlet towards it. And like I said before, be appreciative towards the things that you have, because there's somebody that does not have what you have. You may have felt lazy today and not felt like wanting to even get out of bed. And there's somebody that's in the hospital right now that doesn't have either one of their legs and can't even stand. Or there was a picture that I saw a long time ago. There was a guy that was waiting at a bus, and he was looking at somebody with a car, and he said, man, I wish I had a car. And then there was a guy that was in a car and saw somebody in an even nicer car, and he said, man, I wish I had a nice car. And then there was a man that was looking at, I think it was a nice car, and then he was looking up in the sky and was looking at like a plane or something. He was like, man, I wish I had a plane. And so the list just kept going and going and going. And then at the end of the picture, there was a man that was sitting in a hospital bed looking outside the window, looking at the man at the bus. And he said, like, man, I wish I could walk again. You know, it was just looking at that analogy of there's somebody that is always appreciative for what you're taking for granted. You're taking advantage of the things that God has given you when somebody would long and literally starve for the things that you have. The way I want to look at it is saying something along the lines of like, if you had food in front of you and you decide to waste it because you're full, there's somebody that is literally starving right now that doesn't have any food, that wakes up every day not knowing when their next meal is going to come. Or they are in a foster home and they don't know if they're going to be the kid that somebody picks to be their son or their daughter. And you have both parents, when some people don't even have that. Some people had their mother or their father or both leave them, whether it was as a kid or as a baby or even as an adult. But there's people that have had it worse than you. And there's some people that may have had it better based off of societal's view of being better. But there are people that would genuinely love the things that you are taking for granted. So appreciate the things around you, because there is somebody that would love what you're taking for granted. And so appreciate all those things. Another thing that will help you live a happier life is controlling your anger. This is a hard one because anger can come from so many different facets out of life. It can come from being impatient. It could come from being mad at somebody. One thing that'll help you control your anger is think before you speak. So to think before you speak means to be quick to hear and slow to speak, slow to listen. Because when it comes to somebody that you're arguing with or somebody that you're trying to reciprocate their emotions or communicate with, you need to be able to understand what they're going through or what they're deciding to say or what's going on with them. Because it takes putting yourself in their shoes to understand why they're talking the way they are, or their walk of life, or what they have going on in their own personal life. Say you get a speeding ticket and a police officer just pulls you, yada yada, you get the ticket. 5 years from now, that ticket isn't going to affect you if you take care of it the right way. Like for me, I've had a ticket, I think my last ticket was probably like 2 years ago, maybe. And so, knock on wood. So my last ticket was 2 years ago, and I hope that I won't get one ever again. But when I had got it, I was pissed off, obviously. But looking back at it, you know, it's only been 2 years, it's only been a year, it's only been 3 years. But granted, it hasn't even affected me anymore. Like, it's done affecting me. I've paid for the lawyer, I paid for the ticket cost, whatever I needed to pay for at the time, and it's taken care of. I don't have to worry about it anymore. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is take ownership of your life. Taking ownership of your life means that you're able to take both of your feet, both of your hands that God has given you, and deciding that I want to make my life better. I want to make my quality of life better. I want to be more of a positive person. I want to have a better impact on those around me, and I want to change the world one person at a time. With taking ownership of your life, you want to be able to have a routine, like I said before. And so what that will do is you want to have that self-care and that self-awareness. So I like to take care of myself by doing stuff like skincare routines, getting haircuts, like I have dreads now, so retwisting my hair. Or if, like, working out, obviously, looking in the mirror and appreciating the hard work that I've done to get to where I'm at. Like, stuff like that, being able to take care of yourself will make it to where you appreciate what you're investing into more. Be able to work on the things that you have as far as skills. For me, it's communication, so I want to be able to talk to the right people, talk to people that are way more seasoned than I am, people that have been talking for years upon years, different mental health coaches, different guest speakers, different speakers that are different engagements, different pastors, different coaches. I want to be able to learn from the people that are doing it better than I am. And investing in yourself means investing internally and externally. So that means reading books for your mentality. That means reading the Bible for your spirituality. Like for me, what I like to do is I like to read and I like to watch the videos that I need to watch as far as for my business and what I have planned for business and finances. So that way I understand what I need to do to become better as far as in what I want to do in my future. I go to the gym so that way I can work on my physicality and work on the way that I look, because like I said before, you only look as good as you feel and you only feel as good as you look. And then I want to be able to work on my spirituality by reading the Bible, praying, talking to God, whatever. And how that works as far as with my happiness, one thing that I challenge myself to do is whenever I like stub my toe, rather than like cussing or like saying something crazy, I just say, thank you, Jesus. And I say thank you because I say something along the lines of, I'm like, thank you, God, for making that happen, because I'm able to express that hurt, or I'm able to feel pain, and I know that hurts, but at least I can feel something. Like I'm able to say something positive towards what happened, even if it's something hurtful. So that's another thing that I do to keep myself happy, is I want to take the painful problems in my life and reflect it towards like giving back, thanking God for what happened, so that way I can learn from it, or not walk so close to the corner of the wall or something like that. Make sure that you're capitalizing on what God has for you and what He has planned for you by tapping into those things and those hobbies and those skills. Once you do that, you're able to set the dreams and the goals that you want and you desire, and not only set them, but make them obtainable, make them happen. So make sure that you have a plan in place and then build up the confidence to execute on that. Another way to take ownership is to reflect on everything that has happened in your life in the past, whether it is experiences, lessons, or memories. So when you're able to reflect on those things, you're able to capitalize by saying, I don't want to do this again, or I do want to do this again, or this made me better, or this made me happier, so I'm going to do this more often. You need to be able to reflect on the life changes and the life experiences, so that way you can learn how to manifest those things or make those experiences even better than the last. Creating a healthy environment. So when you create a healthy environment, that'll make you create a happier environment in return. And so that means making sure that every friend and every family member or every coworker, every person around you is a healthy choice to have in your life. When you create that circle around you and create the people that are supposed to be in your corner for the better, that makes it to where you're more understandable and more receptive towards the people around you, as far as they want what's best for me. They want my happiness and they want my peace to remain. And so with that, that means surrounding yourself around happy people. We all have those friends or those coworkers that are just happy all the time, or you can tell them like, your boss sucks, and they'd be like, well, I understand, but at least he's trying, or at least or maybe he's just down, like they give excuses even though people suck. Like they still give excuses. So those kind of people are always going to be reflective towards seeing the positive out of every situation. Create a mental safe haven. So when you create a mental safe haven, that'll make it to where you're able to love yourself inside and out. And what I mean by a safe haven is protecting your love for you. It means protecting your self-care. That means loving you for being you. That means looking at you mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, and appreciating everything that you do. So when it comes to talking to people, you want to capitalize on what you do when it comes to talking to people, and appreciate that that's who you are whenever you express yourself to someone else. You don't filter out who you are, because the right people that are supposed to be around you will love you for who you are. Make every area in your life positive. So that means being able to make your work area more positive by talking to the people that make you happy all the time. Like I was saying before, the coworkers that always make you happy. And when it comes to the gym, working out with the people that are going to push you to make yourself even better. Those that are going to compliment you whenever you have a nice pump, or those that are going to give you the best advice to where you don't hurt yourself. Those kind of people that are going to make you better physically. When it comes to socially, talking to the right people, making the right friends, making sure that they're the people that are going to grow you to be the best version of yourself. Know that your life is not over. There are so many opportunities and so many facets that God has yet to give you. So many doors that you have not opened. You close so many windows out, but yet God has so many doors to open up so that way you can walk through them. There is always a reason to be positive. There's always a reason to be happy and be reflective towards what He is doing in your life. And just know that with you being in His hands, you have perfectly placed yourself to make every choice that you want in life, and He is going to find a way to make every blessing possible and make every burden into blessing, every painful situation into praise, and every aspect in your life is going to be positive and happier, because you know that even if yesterday was bad, tomorrow is going to be even better. Or even though now sucks, 5 years from now, I'm not even going to remember what I'm going through right now. You always need to have a reflective mindset of knowing that there is something positive. There is a better tomorrow, and the best is yet to come. So have a positive attitude. Do not be angry, but be quick to listen and slow to speak. Have a happy, positive routine when it comes to what you're going through on a daily basis. Make sure that you have the right people around you. Surround yourself around a positive, happy environment, and know that the best is yet to come. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so you know every single time I post. I love you all, Yon Dons, and be sure to let everybody know what we're doing here at the Yon Show. Peace!